So, when did you start learning about taxes?
When I was 5 years old.
5 years old. How did your dad explain taxes to you?
So he started off with multiplication and division and adding and subtracting, and then he taught me all the tax formulas.
And so when you see that big tax pile, the forms that are so complicated, do you ever feel intimidated? Because a lot of grown-ups do.
No.
No? So what do you see it as?
Uh,
It's like an opportunity to do the best thing, the calculations you like to do?
yeah.
Now you're too young to file income taxes.
My dad gives me like every night he gives me like a pretend tax paper, and then I do it.
So like a sample of somebody maybe like me and how you would file the taxes for me.
Yes.
They're pretty complicated taxes, right? I mean, there's like deductions that you have to figure out, that sort of thing. Do you find that like hard to do?
Not so much.
No. Well,
It's just really long.
it takes a long time.
Yeah.
When you go shopping in the store, do you think about the taxes on the items that you're buying?
Yes, like say I buy a toy that's $5, I do the tax on it, and then sometimes my dad gives me some extra money to buy something.
That's very nice. So you're doing all the calculations in your brain?
Yes.
That's pretty important. Lauren, why was it so important for you to teach these skills so early to Carlie?
I guess I have a flavor for math, and my wife is a school teacher, so I guess combined we wanted to just give a head start in math, and tax is simply applied math. So I think we meet the benefits of what a teacher would think and what a business person may want.
Did you talk about the principles of taxation as well, or is it just about the math exercises?
Well, in the early years, like say 4 years old, she would just memorize the whole tax return, and then at that age, she also knew multiplying, dividing, and everything else. So we just went into more complex math, more mental math. Tier 1 firms worldwide are asking for this in the interviews. They're going through mental math exercises. So trying to get a head start.
Yeah. Now, as we mentioned, Carlie's been giving lectures about Canada's income tax system to university students. How did that start?
We gave a lecture to a big professional service firm, and then word got out to the universities. So some of the students requested that we come in there. So we did something at the University of Toronto. We're going to the University of Western Ontario next week, and Windsor's in the works.
That's incredible. Carlie, what's it like for you talking to those university students?
I love it. It's really amazing.
Why is it? Why does it feel so special?
Because I love doing math and I love teaching. So I'm doing this what I love at the same time.
You're you're a pretty small kid. Like, I mean, for your age, you're average, but you're a little kid. What did they react like when you walk into the room?
So, like, when I went for the first time, I said, "Do you want to learn some tax?" And they were like, "Yeah."
And do you think that you're better at math than a lot of them?
Yes.
And why is that? What is it about? Is it because your dad taught you early, or do you think your brain just is really good at doing math?
Both.
Right. So do you practice a lot besides doing taxes?
Every night for 1 hour.
That's good. That's great. Now, Lauren, this busy tax season is approaching. My accountant, who's also my nephew, gets incredibly busy at times like this. I'm sure could use the extra help. Does she help you?
She's a good assistant.
Yeah, but not necessarily filing for people.
Well, she moves some papers along the table, so she's pretty good.
Do you have any advice for parents? I'm thinking my daughter's really great at math too, but she doesn't do my taxes. I'm starting to think she's a bit of a slacker. Any advice for parents who maybe want to use this as a tool for teaching their kids math?
What we did is I taught her skip counting at the age of 2, and that got her into multiplying. So if you know your skip counting, your 2s, your 3s, your 4s, that's simply memory work. And I took advantage of that time between the ages of 2 and 3 and 4, where the memory is a great absorption rate. And then from there, the multiplying and dividing just falls out in like one day. It's nothing once you have the skip counting done on every number.
So the advice is not just to do your taxes early, but to teach your kids math early.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Carlie, pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in.